Corinthians 1:10. I appeal to you, brothers, by the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, that all of you agree, and that there be no divisions among you, but that you be united in the same mind and the same judgment. The sons of Reuben, the firstborn of Israel, for he was the firstborn, but because he defiled his father's couch, his birthright was given to the sons of Joseph, the son of Israel, so that he could not be enrolled as the oldest son. Though Judah became strong among his brothers, and a chief came from him, yet the birthright belonged to Joseph. The sons of Reuben, the firstborn of Israel, were Hanok, Palu, Hezron, and Carmi. The sons of Joel, Shemaiah, his son Gog, his son Shimei, his son Micah, his son Reah, his son Baal, his son Bera, his son, whom Tiglath-Pileser, king of Assyria, carried away into exile. He was a chief of the Reubenites, and his kinsmen by their clans. When the genealogy of their generations was recorded, the chief, Jeiel, and Zechariah, and Bela, the son of Azaz, son of Shema, son of Joel, who lived in Aroer as far as Nebo and Baal-Meon. He also lived to the east as far as the entrance of the desert, this side of the Euphrates, because their livestock had multiplied in the land of Gilead, and in the days of Saul they waged war against the Hagrites, who fell into their hand, and they lived in their tents throughout all the region east of Gilead. The sons of Gad lived over against them in the land of Bashan, as far as Selikah. Joel the chief, Shapham the second, Janai and Shaphat in Bashan, and his kinsmen, according to their father's house, Michael, Meshulam, Sheba, Jorai, Jachan, Zia, and Eber, were 7. These were the sons of Abihail, the son of Huri, son of Jorah, son of Gilead, son of Michael, son of Jeshashai, son of Jado, son of Buz. Ahi, the son of Abdiel, son of Gunai, was chief in their father's house, and they lived in Gilead, in Bashan, and in its towns, and in all the pasture lands of Sharon to their limits. All of these were recorded in genealogies, in the days of Jotham, king of Judah, and in the ends of Jeroboam, king of Israel. The Reubenites, the Gadites, and the half-tribe of Manasseh had valiant men who carried swords and shields, and drew the bow, expert in war, 44,760, who were able to go to war. They waged war against the Hagrites, the Jetur, Naphish, and Nodabs, and when they prevailed over them, the Hagrites and all who were with them were given into their hands, for they cried out to God in the battle, and he granted their urgent plea because they trusted in him. They carried of their livestock 50,000 of their camels, 250,000 sheep, 2,000 donkeys, and 100,000 men alive, for many fell because the war was of God, and they lived in their place until the exile. The members of the half-tribe of Manasseh lived in the land. They were very numerous, but Bashan to Baal-Hermon, Senir, and Mount Hermon. These were the heads of their fathers' houses: Epher, Ishai, Eliel, Azriel, Jeremiah, Hodaviah, Jadiel, who were all mighty warriors, famous men, and heads of their fathers' houses. But they broke faith with the God of their fathers, and whored after the gods of the people of the land, whom God had destroyed before them. So the God of Israel stirred up the spirit of Pul, king of Assyria, the spirit of Tiglath-Pileser, king of Assyria, and he took them into exile, namely the Reubenites, the Gadites, and the half-tribe of Manasseh, and he brought them to Halah, Habor, Hara, and the river Gozan to this day. Levi were Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. The sons of Kohath, Amram, Izhar, Hebron, Uzziel. The children of Amram were Aaron, Moses, and Miriam. The sons of Aaron were Nadab, Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. Eleazar fathered Phinehas, Phinehas fathered Abishua, Abishua fathered Bukai, Bukai fathered Uzai, Uzai fathered Zerahiah, Zerahiah fathered Marioth, Marioth fathered Amariah, Amariah fathered Ahitub, Ahitub fathered Zadok, Zadok fathered Ahimaaz, Ahimaaz fathered Azariah, Azariah fathered Johanan, Johanan fathered Azariah. It was he who served as priest in the house that Solomon built in Jerusalem. Azariah fathered Amariah, Amariah fathered Ahitub, Ahitub fathered Zadok, Zadok fathered Shalom, Shalom fathered Hilkiah, Hilkiah fathered Azariah, Azariah fathered Seraiah. Seraiah fathered Jehozadak, and Jehozadak went into exile when the Lord sent Judah and Jerusalem into exile by the hand of Nebuchadnezzar. The sons of Levi, Gershom, Kohath, and Merari, and these are the names of the sons of Gershom: Libni and Shammai. The sons of Kohath were Amram, Izhar, Hebron, and Uzziel. The sons of Merari were Malai and Mushai. These are the clans of the Levites according to their fathers. Of Gershom, Libni his son, Jahath his son, Zimmah his son, Joah his son, Edo his son, Zerah his son, Jeathari his son. The sons of Kohath were Aminadab his son, Korah his son, Asir his son, Elkanah his son, Abiasaph his son, Asir his son, Tohath his son, Uriel his son, Uzziah his son, and Shaul his son. The sons of Elkanah were Amasai and Achamoth. Elkanah his son, Zophai his son, Nohath his son, Eliab his son, Joraham his son, Elkanah his son. The sons of Samuel were Joel his firstborn, and the second was Abijah. The second of Merari was Malai, Limni his son, Shammai his son, Uzzah his son, Shammai his son, Haggai, Shemiah, and Asaiah his son. These are the men whom David put in charge of the service of songs in the house of the Lord after the ark rested there. They ministered with song before the tabernacle of the tent of meeting until Solomon built the house of the Lord in Jerusalem, and they performed their service according to their order. These are the men of whom served and their sons, of the sons of the Kohathites: Heman the singer, the son of Joel, son of Samuel, son of Elkanah, son of Jeraham, son of Eliel, son of Toah, son of Suph, son of Elkanah, son of Mahath, son of Amasai, son of Elkanah, son of Joel, son of Azariah, son of Zephaniah, son of Tohath, son of Asir, son of Abiasaph, son of Korah, son of Izhar, son of Kohath, son of Levi, son of Israel, and his brother Asaph, who stood on his right hand, namely Asaph, the son of Berechiah, son of Shemiah, son of Michael, son of Biasiah, son of Malchika, son of Ethni, son of Zerah, son of Adaiah, son of Ethan, son of Zimmah, son of Shammai, son of Jahath, son of Gershom, son of Levi. On the left hand were their brothers, the sons of Merari: Ethan the son of Kishai, son of Abdi, son of Malach, son of Hashabiah. These are the dwelling places according to their settlements within their borders to the sons of Aaron of the clans of Kohathites, for theirs was the first lot. To them they gave Hebron in the land of Judah and its surrounding pasture lands, but the fields of the city and its villages they gave to Caleb the son of Jephunneh. To the sons of Aaron they gave the cities of refuge: Hebron, Libnah with its pasture lands, Jatir, Eshtemoa with its pasture lands, Halan with its pasture lands, Debir with its pasture lands, Ashan with its pasture lands, Beth Shemesh with its pasture lands, and from the tribe of Benjamin, Gibeon, Geba with its pasture lands, Elameth with its pasture lands, and Anathoth with its pasture lands. All their cities throughout their clans was 13. To the rest of the Kohathites were given by lot out of the clan of the tribe of the half tribe and the half tribe of the Manasseh 10 cities. To the Gershomites, according to their clans, were allotted 13 cities out of the tribes of Issachar, Asher, Naphtali, and Manasseh in Bashan. To the Merarites, according to their clans, were allotted 12 cities out of the tribe of Reuben, Gad, and Zebulun. To the people of Israel gave the Levites the cities with their pasture lands. They gave by lot out of the tribes of Judah, Simeon, and Benjamin these cities that are mentioned by name. And some of the clans of the sons of Kohath had cities of their territory out of the tribe of Ephraim. They were given the cities of refuge: Shechem with its pasture lands in the hill country of Ephraim, Gezer with its pasture lands, Jokmeam with its pasture lands, Beth Horon with its pasture lands, Aijalon with its pasture lands, Gath Rimmon with its pasture lands, and out of the half tribe of Manasseh was Aner with its pasture lands, and Bileam with its pasture lands. For the rest of the clans of the Kohathites, to the Gershomites, were given out of the clan of the half-tribe of Manasseh, Golan in Bashan with its pasture lands, Ashtaroth with its pasture lands, and out of the tribe of Issachar, Kadesh with its pasture lands, Debaroth with its pasture lands, Ramoth with its pasture lands, Anam with its pasture lands, out of the tribe of Asher, Mashal with its pasture lands, Abdon with its pasture lands, Hukok with its pasture lands, Rahab with its pasture lands, and out of the tribe of Naphtali, Kadesh in Galilee with its pasture lands, Haman with its pasture lands, Kiriathaim with its pasture lands. To the rest of the Merarites were allotted out of the tribe of Zebulun, Rimamonoah with its pasture lands, Taboro with its pasture lands, and beyond the Jordan of Jericho on the east side of the Jordan, out of the tribe of Reuben, was there in the wilderness within the pasture land, Jazah with its pasture land, Kedmoth with its pasture land, and Mephiath with its pasture land. Out of the tribe of Gad, Ramoth and Gilead with its pasture lands, Mahanaim with its pasture lands, Heshbon with its pasture lands, and Jazer with its pasture lands. He isolates himself, seeks his own desire. He breaks out against all sound judgment. A fool takes no pleasure in understanding, but only in expressing his opinion. When wickedness comes, contempt comes also, and with dishonor comes disgrace. The words of a man's mouth are deep waters. The fountain of wisdom is a bubbling brook. It is not good to be partial to the wicked, or to deprive the righteous of justice. Fool's lips walk into a fight, and his mouth invites a beating. A fool's mouth is his ruin, and his lips are a snare to his soul. The words of a whisperer are like delicious morsels. They go down into the innermost parts of the body. Whoever is slack in his work is a brother to him who destroys. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous man runs into it and is safe. A rich man's wealth is his strong city, and like a high wall in his imagination. Before destruction, a man's heart is haughty, but humility comes before honor. If one gives an answer before he hears, it is his folly and shame. A man's spirit will endure sickness, but a crushed spirit who can bear? An intelligent heart acquires knowledge, and the ear of the wise seeks knowledge. A man's gift makes room for him and brings him before the great. The one who states his case first seems right until the other comes and examines him. The lot puts an end to quarrels and decides between powerful contenders. A brother offended is more unyielding than a strong city, and quarreling is like the bars of a castle. From the fruit of a man's mouth his stomach is satisfied. He is satisfied by the yield of his lips. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruits. He who finds a wife finds a good thing, and obtains favor from the Lord. The poor use entreaties, but the rich answer roughly. A man of many companions may come to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. For by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is the gift of God, not of works, lest any man should boast. For we are his workmanship, created in Christ Jesus unto good works, which God hath before ordained, that we should walk in them. Ephesians 2, 8-10. God has a purpose and a plan for our lives. He knows all things before they happen, so our lives never catch him off guard. He shapes and he molds us to fulfill his purpose, not because he needs our help, but because he graciously gives us the privilege of serving him. When Paul was converted on the road to Damascus, everything changed. He went from persecuting Christians to proclaiming the gospel. This new life purpose was not an accident or a coincidence, but part of God's sovereign plan. But the Lord said unto him, Go thy way, for he is a chosen vessel unto me, to bear my name before the Gentiles and kings and children of Israel. Though Paul was greatly used by God, it was not his natural ability that gave him his ministry or his lasting impact. God worked through him by his grace, and Paul understood this clearly. But by the grace of God I am what I am, and his grace which I was bestowed upon me was not in vain. But I labored more abundantly than they all, yet not I, but the grace of God which was with me. This calling and provision of grace is not limited to pastors, missionaries, or evangelists. It's for every believer. Each of us has been uniquely created for good works that God designed long before we were even born. And like Paul, the only way we can accomplish what God has ordained for us is through his strength, not our own. God does not merely assign the work, He is able to supply the grace to carry it out. God is able to give you grace, the grace you need to serve Him faithfully in everything He has called you to do today. I am leading you along the high road, but there are descents as well as ascents. In the distance, you see snow-covered peaks glistening in brilliant sunshine. Your longing to reach those peaks is good, but you must not take shortcuts. Your assignment is to follow me and allowing me to direct your path. Let the heights beckon you onward, but stay close to me. Learn to trust me when things go wrong. Disruptions to your routine highlight your dependence on me. Trusting acceptance of trials brings blessings that far outweigh them all. Walk hand in hand with me through this day. I have lovingly planned every inch of the way. Trust does not falter when the path becomes rocky and steep. Breathe deep draughts of my presence and hold tightly to my hand. Together we can make it. John 21:19. Jesus said this to indicate the kind of death by which Peter would glorify God. Then he said to him, "Follow me." 2 Corinthians 4:17. For our light and momentary troubles are achieving for us an eternal glory that far outweighs them all. Habakkuk 3:19. The sovereign Lord is my strength. He makes my feet like the feet of a deer. He enables me to go on the heights.